My name is Luke, and I'm better known as Money Maverick. So this time around I'm talking about stacking. Stacking is actually a crewmate tactic compared to the typical imposter tactics that I like to talk about on this channel. Basically what happens in Among Us is that crewmates will stack on top of each other in order to bait or lure out the imposters. For the Among Us animation, if you stand on a corner together, the graphic feature of your characters will eventually overlap on each character or crewmate completely, which shadows one of the characters behind the first person. And what this does essentially is that when the imposter is walking by looking for somebody to kill, he will not see that you are stacking, and so if he kills one person, the other person who is left underneath the stack will find out who the imposter is. That is stacking in a nutshell. In the financial world, stacking is actually similar to the concept of insurance, where basically someone agrees to take on that risk transference for you or agrees to die for you in that sense. So much like insurance, this actually results in a very optimal situation for risk transference, because the moment that someone dies, you actually have a very huge payoff. For Among Us, of course, it's winning the game. For insurance, what tends to happen is that you have a very solid financial foundation for the rest of the game moving forward. Similar to insurance, there are a couple of limitations. For example, if you get off the stack, what tends to happen is that you're susceptible to risk again. It means that as long as the imposter doesn't see that you're on the stack, or if you're traveling around solo, you're very much still at risk for dying. So that's why it's actually important to stack long term, which is really similar to paying for your insurance. If you don't pay for your insurance, you won't get covered. And ironically enough, as the game extends and gets longer and longer, that insurance coverage is actually more and more necessary, but it becomes harder because you have less and less crewmates in the game. Realistically, of course, stacking is a strategy which works on a very low occurrence. So the probability of it actually happening or working as a strategy is really actually very low. But much like insurance, it's really very practical to have the vision of ensuring that your family, or in this case your crewmates, get to live on. So if you like this content, do follow me in the links below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button.